The fossil record is like a time machine offering glimpses into the history of life on Earth. It reveals not just the origins of species but also the patterns and rates at which they change over time. While evolutionary theory provides the overarching framework for understanding these patterns, the fossil record shows varying rates of change, including gradualism, abrupt appearance, and stasis. Today, we'll examine these scientific explanations and what they reveal about the diversity and complexity of life. Let's start with gradualism, a concept that has been central to evolutionary thought since the time of Charles Darwin. Gradualism suggests that evolution occurs slowly and steadily over long periods. According to this idea, small genetic changes accumulate in populations, leading to significant transformations. Imagine a lineage of ancient reptiles evolving into modern birds. Gradualism proposes that this transformation didn't happen overnight, but through a series of small, incremental changes over millions of years. The fossil record supports gradualism in many cases, showing intermediate forms that document these transitions. For example, the evolution of horses is well documented, with fossils showing gradual changes in size, tooth shape, and foot structure over tens of millions of years. However, the fossil record doesn't always align neatly with gradualism. In many instances, species seem to appear abruptly, without a clear sequence of intermediate forms. This phenomenon is referred to as abrupt appearance. It doesn't mean that evolution didn't occur, but rather that the processes leading to these changes happened too quickly to leave a detailed fossil record. One explanation for abrupt appearance is the concept of punctuated equilibrium, introduced by paleontologists Niles Eldredge and Stephen Jay Gould. According to this theory, species remain relatively stable for long periods, a state known as stasis, and then undergo rapid evolutionary changes in response to environmental shifts or other pressures. For example, consider the Cambrian explosion, a period around 540 million years ago when a vast number of animal groups appeared in the fossil record over a relatively short geological time span. The abrupt appearance of complex life forms during this period highlights how quickly evolutionary change can occur under the right conditions. Why might evolution proceed rapidly in some cases? Changes in the environment, such as shifts in climate, the formation of new habitats, or mass extinctions, can create opportunities for rapid adaptation. When a species enters a new environment or faces new selective pressures, natural selection may favor significant changes in traits, leading to the relatively quick emergence of new species. On the flip side, we also see evidence of stasis, where species remain relatively unchanged for millions of years. Stasis doesn't mean that no evolution occurs, rather, it indicates that the changes are so minor that they don't result in new species or noticeable differences in the fossil record. A famous example of stasis is the coelacanth, a type of fish that has remained virtually unchanged for over 400 million years. The coelacanth's stability reflects its success in a stable environment where its traits remained well suited for survival. Similarly, some invertebrates, like horseshoe crabs, exhibit little morphological change over hundreds of millions of years, highlighting the role of environmental stability in maintaining stasis. The interplay between gradualism, abrupt appearance, and stasis reflects the complexity of evolutionary processes. Evolution is not a one-size-fits-all phenomenon. The rate and pattern of change depend on numerous factors, including environmental conditions, genetic variation, and ecological interactions. Critically, the fossil record's incompleteness also shapes our understanding of these patterns. Fossilization is a rare event, requiring specific conditions to preserve evidence of ancient life. As a result, transitional forms may not always be preserved, leading to gaps in the record. These gaps can create the illusion of abrupt appearance, even when gradual changes occurred. To address these gaps, scientists combine fossil evidence with data from other fields, such as molecular biology and comparative anatomy. Molecular clocks, for instance, estimate the timing of evolutionary events based on DNA mutations, providing insights into changes that may not be visible in the fossil record. In conclusion, the fossil record offers a rich yet incomplete tapestry of life's history, revealing varying rates of evolutionary change. Gradualism describes slow, steady transformations over time, while abrupt appearance and stasis highlight periods of rapid change and stability. Together, these patterns demonstrate the dynamic nature of evolution, shaped by environmental pressures, genetic variation, and chance. By examining these scientific explanations, we gain a deeper appreciation for the complexity of life's journey and the forces that drive both unity and diversity across billions of years.